Yes, 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 yes. Come on, people, let's go. It is what it is. Back again on this one. We are still jubilating. We are still happy about this Champions League. Well, for me, I'm a Hala Madrid. No doubt about it. Welcoming on everybody onto this show. You know what I mean? You know how to do it. Smash the like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. It's been a fantastic weekend of Champions League. It's Champions League time. I'm not always here alone. I'm here with this big man all the way from Canada joining me tonight. I'm telling you, Mark, are you ready? Talk to me. Are you ready, Mark? How you doing?
Yes, I'm ready. We all feel the excitement of the Champions League, even though some results may not go our way, but it was enjoyable, it was exciting, and we are going to talk about it.
All right, we are ready to talk about it. Let me tell you something, viewers. This is one ISTV. Where is moving? Where is kicking? We talk about football. We talk about sports generally. Let me tell you something. When it rains, it pours heavily. Mark, the match ended 2-0 in favor of this great champion. Who can stop Real Madrid?
The answer to your question is, at the moment, no one. Because we know that this result is predictable. The only thing was it happened in less than predictable circumstances. And we all knew that by and large, Real Madrid are going to win the game somehow. It didn't matter what the opponent did on the day, even if they didn't play with their strength, even if they were 100% firing on all cylinders, somehow it was going to gel for them. And it fell perfectly in place at the right time. And of course, they are now the 15th. They now have their 15th title in the UEFA Champions League.
15 titles. Do you see any club reaching that level, Mark? 15 times.
I don't think it will happen anytime soon. The reason is because before 1981, Madrid had already won 6 titles. They played 8 finals. They won 6 and lost 2. And after 1981, they have won 9 straight titles. Isn't that amazing? So 9 straight titles since 1981. You have to be at least 50 years old to be able to witness that live. So it's going to take several decades for the likes of AC Milan, or Manchester United, Barcelona, Liverpool, and the rest to catch up. So they have set the marker, they blazed the trail, and others are following.
All right, please, viewers, smash the like on the video for this great man, Mark. Let's dive straight into this. There's this thing we call Inside Real Madrid FC. You know, now and future. What do you see about this club? Do you see? I mean, they're unstoppable at the moment. Even if we are talking about now and in the nearest future, the way they sign their players, they get the job done. I mean, they all have good players. So talk to me about this.
Well, Real Madrid have always had the good fortune of having very good, very cerebral and forward-thinking presidents. And the best of them is what they have now. Yeah. Florentino Perez is a businessman and is very astute, he's shrewd, and he knows how to get what he wants. Even though it may look ominous, it may look daunting, but he's ready to take the challenge. We saw what he did in the Galactico era when he brought in Zidane, Owen, Steve McManaman, and David Beckham, and the likes of the likes of them, and you saw what they did. So that is not stopping because we already hear that Kylian Mbappe is going to be announced soon. Alphonso Davies may likely join from Bayern Munich, and so they are building a team for the future already. Even though they don't have a youth team that is very great, but they know how to create their players and build a competitive title-winning team. So I think the future looks great for them. However, I must say that Real Madrid may not always be successful, like this height of success, because I remember that when I started watching the Champions League, there used to be this talk of there are no colored pictures of Real Madrid because the first 5 titles they won was in the 50s. And they won, I think, one in the early 60s or mid 60s, and that was it. So we didn't, all their pictures of celebrations in the European Cup, as it was known then, was in black and white. They didn't do that until 1998. And when they started winning, they now had colored pictures. And from then, in the last 11 years, they have won 6 titles. Can you imagine that? Wow. So it is something to be proud of. And I think that they are going to grow from strength to strength. Yes, there will be one or two bumps on the road, but they are going to remain largely competitive.
All right. Thank you so much on that. I want us to switch to this, Mark. Let's talk about this manager, Carlo Ancelotti.
Yeah. So Carlo Ancelotti is one of the finest managers there is. This man is what is weight in gold when it comes to football management. He has been there when AC Milan in the early 90s were winning back-to-back Champions League. He was in the team. He was in the team with the likes of Paulo Maldini. They were very young then. And when he went into football management, he has coached all the big teams in Italy. He has even gone to as low as Everton. But now he has been with Madrid, So he has been. He was also at Bayern Munich, so he has been at the top places. He has seen it all. He has been there and done that. And on top of that, he has this composure that when things are not going well for him, he doesn't panic. He doesn't just bring on substitutions. He likes to keep calm, look at what is happening, and the solutions that he needs to bring that will effectively impact the game to his advantage. And that is what he did on Saturday. And today they are smiling.
Wow. In any time soon, at least, because the way I see Carlo Ancelotti is a big man in this business, as you said, and I don't see a reason why he's going to leave Real Madrid now. Or what do you think about his future?
He said after the game, I saw, because I was following 2 days before the final, I was following UEFA Champions League on the app. So I saw all the videos, all the interviews, and after the game, he said that he was happy that even though Madrid were lazy in the first half, but in the second half they came back stronger and imposed themselves on Borussia Dortmund, and that for all the things he has won, he wants to remain humble, and that part of what has worked well for him in his career is that he has the good fortune of being at the best club in the world, and that is probably where he's going to retire.
Oh my goodness. That's Carlo Ancelotti. Let's switch over to this man, Vinicius Jr. We can't, for now, I don't think there's any better player in the world right now. The best player in the world right now. This guy's, it should be closer to Ballon d'Or. What do you think?
Yes, I see a Ballon d'Or beckoning, but I don't think for him to win it, the job is complete. Yes, he's one of the front runners, but I think he needs to win Copa America, because remember, Argentina are the oldest, and Brazil will want to wrestle that back. So if he can help the Brazilian national team to win that, then it is done.
It's Copa America this year.
I think I'm talking about. I think there's one this year. There's a
Copa is
I think
this year.
There's the Copa America this year, if I'm not mistaken. Viewers, please, I'm sorry if we are mistaken, but I think there is one. So if he wins that on top of the Champions League and then the league, there is no stopping him. I don't see Bellingham winning the Euro with England. But if that happens, it is fantastic. That means it is two of them head to head. Erling Haaland will be in the mix, but he will definitely not win it, because they didn't win the Champions League. They only won league, and they didn't even win FA Cup. So talking about Vinicius Jr., we all know the kind of player he is. He is very skillful. He brings a lot of trickery into his game. And Borussia Dortmund knew that. They were able to contain him, but at the end of the day, he still found a way to score a goal, because they exposed themselves at the back. And, this is a crowning moment for him. It's a reward for a job well done, for all his hard work, for all his tenacity. And I think that if he becomes the best footballer in the world, he deserves it.
He deserves it. Well, there's this. I want us to talk about Toni Kroos. He's retiring. I mean, let's allow this guy. This guy has been fantastic for Real Madrid.
Toni Kroos is one of the finest midfielders that has ever played the game. When he was at Bayern Munich, he did a real man's job. He did a lot of good work, and also for the German national team. And they won the World Cup. And coming to Madrid, he didn't drop form. He blended in seamlessly. And you see that his work rate, his vision, what I like most about him is his vision. He worked well with Vinicius Jr. When he stops the ball, he looks left and right. and they have a way of communicating, and then it gives them the pass, and then it scores the goal. There's already an argument going on the internet that I saw early this morning when I woke up about who is the best player in the world, like who is the GOAT. They were comparing Cruz to Messi, and they listed all their trophies. And he has 6, Messi has 4, and everything. The only difference between him and Messi is that Messi won both team and individual awards. 8 Ballon d'Ors is not a joke.
Absolutely.
He has won mostly team awards, not so much of individual awards. And I think that is the difference between them. But apart from that, this man is a joy to have on the team. He's a great blessing. And I think he's going to help Germany in Euro 2024.
All right. Before we wrap up the show, Mike, in the game in the final, is there any time twists and turns for you in the game?
Well, that game started the way Edin Terzic said his men were going to start. Before the game, he said they are not here to play a final. They want to win the final, And 11 years ago, they were at exactly the same place, although they had mostly different players. And they showed that intent right from the blast of the whistle. They were all over Madrid. They had them exactly where they wanted them. They were putting them on the back foot. They were pressing, and they had 3 great chances. There was one chance from Adeyemi. He did not decide quickly what he wanted to do, whether he wanted to take a shot or go around Courtois. By the time he decided to go around him, Carvajal was there to block. Another one was Fulkrug. When he hit that pass that came from Hummels and he hit the post. Then there was another Adeyemi chance that Courtois thwarted. And if those goals had gone in, I think they would have won the game. But what happened? They went for halftime, they came back, and Madrid came out a different team. They imposed themselves on it. Cruz, this man, Cruz, that we just talked about, you saw that stinging free kick that Kobel had to carry. And then there was one that Courtois also parried from Fulkrug, that bullet header that came. Yeah, so that could have made the game interesting if those balls have gone in. But then Carvajal came up from another Cruz free corner kick, and then he scored. And that was when Madrid knew, yes, we are on the road to victory. And even though Bellingham and Nacho couldn't score, towards the end of the game, it was Vinicius Jr. that scored the second goal from a Bellingham pass, and he's rightly the player of the season. Bellingham was judged the young player of the season for this season that just ended in the UEFA Champions League. So I think it was a very beautiful game. Dortmund, for all their chances that they missed, they can take solace in the fact that they were not bamboozled. They were not over-dominated. They were not outplayed on the day. They did their job, but they didn't take their chances. And that was what it was about.
All right. Mark, lastly, before we wrap up the show, this guy is joining Real Madrid, Mbappe. It's all around now. I think, has it been announced? Here we go.
They said it's going to be announced this week.
Yeah. Let's quickly talk about this because we are going to do another show towards that. Where do you think is going to fit in Real Madrid? Mbappe?
Well, I think I see 1 or 2 players leaving up front, or a change in formation whereby he will always start, and later on in the game, some wide men will have to be removed to accommodate other wide men so that he can play together with Rodrigo and Vinicius, and also Oselu. I know that definitely Oselu will not be a starter. That is a given. So if Mbappe comes into the team, I heard this morning that...
Are you seeing him in the middle? I mean, Mbappe play in the middle.
I'm seeing him in the middle. But if he doesn't play on the middle and he has to play on the left, and that will impact Vinicius Jr., which is why I said I see him more in the middle, because they played this season without a 9, like a recognized 9. So I want to think that the reason he's coming in is to have a 9. But if he doesn't play that, it will be difficult for him to displace Vinicius Jr. on the left. So essentially, I think they have to put him in the middle first and put Bellingham behind him and put Vinicius and Rodrigo on either side. So that will impact on people.
Man, that means their defensive midfielder has a lot to do. They must have a very strong.
You cannot sign a player like that and put him on the bench. I heard this morning that it's a free signing and he's going to actually earn less than what he was earning at PSG. But he's going to get a sign-on fee of at least 85 million euros with add-ons.
Whoa.
So that is a huge payday for one person. 85 million euros. Think about it. So he knows what he's doing because it's a free transfer. PSG will not receive anything. And PSG are still owing him money. So significant amount of money. So he's going to be a richer man by every means. And of course, we'd like to see how he will do and how our teams will go.
All right, Mark, this is how far we can go tonight. I really enjoyed this time of this UCL final aftermath. Thank you so much, Mark, for joining us on this one. All right, thank you. All right, viewers, this is how far we can go tonight. No doubt about it. I really enjoy myself. Please smash the like on the video, subscribe to the channel. This is how we do it. Please don't forget to subscribe. Share this video on the same time. We'll be back again. Bye for now.